Something is occurring around the world that has never occurred before. What I'm going to share with you is nothing short of a phenomena. And the definition of a phenomena is the following. It's an unusual, significant, and remarkable occurrence. But what you're going to discover in the next few minutes is not only a remarkable occurrence, but a truly monumental one. Why? Because it's something that has never happened before. The converging of two massive industries that's created a third industry, which is now the world's fastest growing. So let's start with the two massive industries that are converging. The first one is the mobile phone industry, and the second one is the advertising industry. Now let's talk about the massive mobile phone industry. But what I want to do first is put everything into a global context to give you a global perspective of how mobile phones compare to everything else in our lives. Now, we are 7 billion people on the planet, and here's what we call ours. We have 1 billion cars registered and in use, 1.1 billion fixed landline phones, 1.2 billion personal computers including desktops, laptops, and tablets, 1.6 billion television sets, 1.7 billion credit card users, 2.1 billion internet users, and 2.2 billion people with bank accounts. And most people are somewhat surprised to hear that there's still 3.9 billion radio receivers in use around the world. Mobile phones literally dwarfs them all. See, there's currently 6.58 billion active subscribers. That's equivalent to 94% of the population. That is 5.5 times more mobile phones than computers, 4 times more mobile phones than all televisions worldwide, 4 times more mobile phones than people with credit cards. Mobile is massive. It's so massive that it passed $1 trillion a year back in 2010 and is now approaching $2 trillion a year. Okay, now let's move on to the second industry, which is another monster, the advertising industry. See, advertising started in the old days on the radio, then it shifted to TV for years, and all the eyes were glued to the tube. Then it exploded onto the internet and all the eyes followed. First on desktops, then laptops, and now mobile phones. And today, the majority of us spend most of our time using mobile phones for the internet, right in the palm of our hands. So, the $1.7 trillion advertising industry is rocketing directly towards the nearly $2 trillion mobile phone industry. Why? Simple answer. Because the average person looks at their mobile phone 150 times a day, and that's where all the eyes are today. Now, these two colossal industries are on a head-on collision course, and nothing is going to stop this from happening. But the collision created a third industry that is now the world's fastest growing, the mobile app industry. Mobile apps are the key, the bridge, and the gateway that connects these two giants, the mobile phone and the advertising industry. Mobile apps, although a tiny industry by comparison, only 30 billion, but that's really incredible because it's still just a baby. Mobile apps only began in 2010 when Apple started the craze by introducing iPhone apps, but that was only the beginning of the explosion. Now, we measure the growth of the app industry not by subscribers, but by downloads. In 2010, even Apple was shocked when 10 billion apps were downloaded in the first year. And 2 years later, in 2012, 30 billion apps were downloaded. And some experts were wondering if it had actually peaked. But it had not. Last year, in 2013, it reached 73 billion downloads. And this year, it will reach over 119 billion downloads for the year. And in about 18 months, or 2016, are you ready for this? Almost 300 billion apps will be downloaded. That's 800 million apps per day, or more than 500,000 per second. So, it's going to grow from 10 billion downloads 4 years ago to 300 billion downloads in just the next year and a half. That is 30 times growth. It's insane. Just absolutely massive. Folks, you don't have to be a CEO to understand those numbers. So, where do you and I fit in this grand design? Well, let's start off by asking you a couple of simple questions. Is it fair to say that any and all businesses would like to generate more sales from their existing customers and acquire new customers in order to generate more revenue? Of course they would. More sales equals more profit. The question becomes, how do these business owners generate more sales and get new customers? Well, they simply need to advertise more, plain and simple. But the challenge is this. The majority of businesses simply cannot afford to advertise more. It's just not in their budget. Okay, we've pretty much defined the desires and the challenges for the majority of business owners in today's global economy. They want to generate more sales from their existing customers, they want to acquire new customers, and they basically cannot afford to advertise more. All right, now let's move on to the next part of the storyline. Do you believe the majority of consumers around the world, including you, are interested in saving as much money as they possibly can? And the answer to this is an obvious yes. Well, how do we know this to be true? Well, let's take a look at the exploding coupon savings programs that have popped up over the last several years and happen to be helping lots of people save lots and lots of their hard-earned money. Companies like Living Social, Groupon, Foursquare, and Retail Me Not. As you can see for yourself, people love saving money. So a quick recap. All businesses want to do more sales with their existing customers. They want new customers. They basically cannot afford to advertise more. And the bottom line is people love saving money, period. Remember, we know that the eyeballs around the world today are looking at their mobile phones 150 times a day, right? Okay, get ready, because I'm going to tie all this together for you right now. We are BizBiz.Mobi, and over the last 2 years, we've developed the first advertising, communication, and proximity mobile app of its kind anywhere in the world. Welcome to Ubiz, the mobile app that provides solutions for consumers and those small, medium, and larger businesses that are owned by our family and friends, and that happen to represent 90% of the global economy. Ubiz becomes the gateway for 90% of commerce worldwide and will grow virally with tens of millions of free members worldwide. How is this possible? Because it does three great things to start. Number one, helps people save money, like those other apps we just talked about, Groupon, Living Social, Foursquare, and Retail Me Not. But what makes Ubiz really unique are the next two features. It empowers your favorite merchants to communicate with you wherever you are in the world, and using the highly sophisticated geo-targeting proximity technology, it creates brand new customers for the merchants by connecting them with all the free members traveling in their area. Now here's what happens when anyone that has the Ubiz app travels within a 10-kilometer or 6.2 mile radius of the merchant. They will get pinged with discounts, special offers or promos, photos, or whatever the merchant is advertising at the moment. Let's take a look at this example. This allows the merchant to target a whole new group of customers in their area. No one else offers this functionality. Take a look at Boston's Pizza. They go onto their Ubiz application, they place an ad, it goes out to the people in a 6.2 mile radius, it pings them on their phone, and now Boston's Pizza has a whole new group of new customers that were traveling in the area that never knew that Boston's Pizza existed. Absolutely incredible. Now, as you can see, Ubiz offers many, many more features for the consumer and the merchants, but we just wanted to highlight the simplicity and the power of the top three for you. Okay, so looking at this slide here, we obviously know that it's a free download, GPS and proximity technology, advertise in real time, and users can share the experience live. Permanent visibility, proximity and geographical coverage, advertise in real time, optimization scheduling, contact features, targeted marketing, and immediate results for Ubiz members to get savings and the Ubiz merchants to advertise to a whole new group of people. It's absolutely incredible. So, what does this state-of-the-art application cost the merchant who would otherwise need to have a six-figure advertising budget? $30. Not per day, not per week, and not even per month. $30 per year as in 8 cents a day, which happens to make Ubiz the most cost-effective form of advertising in the history of the $1.7 trillion advertising industry. Again, for only 8 pennies a day. Folks, when you have a service that millions and millions of people worldwide will demand and use every day, then you have positioned yourself in the right place at the perfect time to take advantage of that trillion-dollar shift of wealth. Folks, we are talking about a very special opportunity here. This is an opportunity that is going viral around the world. Now, the word viral is a powerful word. And let me tell you why BizBiz.Mobi and the Ubiz app will become a global viral phenomena. Here are several strong reasons that make this definitive. First, let's share a little secret with you. Most mobile apps do not go viral at all. As a matter of fact, the majority of apps never even get downloaded. The only reason why any app goes viral is it has to provide emotional and logical value to the point where people want to use the app every day of their life. Now, here's why BizBiz.Mobi and the Ubiz app will most certainly go viral. A first-to-market geo-targeting proximity technical platform that for $30 a year allows all Ubiz merchants the ability to generate more sales with their existing database and gain new customers. It allows also the free members to save money by taking advantage of all the discounts and promotions being offered by the other merchants. And remember, this really cool point, every time a notification is pushed out to the Ubiz members, it is coming from a real person or a real family who owns a real business, talking about the people we know. It's not one of the 50 million emails being sent to you from some data center that's pumping out emails promoting some national chain's discount. This is a real app with real value for real people. Moving on to more reasons why this opportunity will go viral. Everyone gets mobile. They get advertising and they get mobile apps. It's basically objection-free and there's no learning curve with downloading apps. It's a global business model built for speed, where the majority of people around the world can participate in. Why? We're talking about a one-time startup fee of $145 and a $35 monthly success pack to be active, which gives you 2 Ubiz activation codes to sell every month, and of course, you can do as many as you wish. Lastly, the most successful leaders around the world are flocking to join our amazing Mobi app global team of professional entrepreneurs. Why? For all of the reasons mentioned. And because we equip all of our teammates with a self-directing training platform and a powerful marketing system that is working for you 24/7, 365 days a year, and is second to no one in the industry. Now, let's talk about how easy it is to get started and how simple it is to earn income with this unique global opportunity. You become a BizBiz.Mobi associate for a one-time activation enrollment fee of $145, and you receive 10 Ubiz activation codes, which you can now sell for $30 each. You've now collected $300, that's a $155 profit, okay? And now you're off to a fast start. By the way, you can sell these codes anytime you like. Now here's the big question, so pay attention. Do you think that in your first week using the MAG marketing training platform, which is an array of support systems like daily conference calls, live overview webinars, leadership training, and the MAG marketing system, that you could help introduce 2 of your friends to BizBiz? Yeah, most people feel they could probably get this done in just a day or 2, but suppose that you're really busy this week and it takes you the whole week to accomplish this. Well, here you go. Congratulations. Okay, it's week 2, and let's keep this really simple. Do you think that your friends can do what you just did? Sure they can. They're going to use the MAG training platform to their advantage and introduce BizBiz to their friends. Now, fasten your seatbelts because it's about to get crazy, and I mean in a really, really good way. I'm now going to show you what happens when we all do the same simple thing for the next 10 weeks. It's called exponential growth. And by the way, nobody does this alone. This is one big team effort where everyone uses the same support system and everyone does the exact same thing. Share the good BizBiz news. Ready? Here we go. Okay, week 3. You've got 8 there. Week 4, 16. Week 5, 32. As you can see, it's simple math. So let's keep going and watch this. Week 6, week 7, week 8, week 9, 512 new associates. Week 10, 1,024. Week 11, 2,028. Week 12, 4,096. Okay. So now you're saying there's no way in the world I could ever help 4,000 people. No, of course you can't. No one can. Look, the only thing everyone did was tap into the MAG training platform and used all of the free information and support tools available to become an educated professional BizBiz business owner and learn how to effectively invite people to watch the videos, webinars, and do 3-way calls. And we helped only 2 people get started as associates in our very first week. Okay, here we go. So what does this example actually represent in potential earnings? Are you ready for this? $34,000 per week. Yes, that's over $1.7 million per year. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. What? Okay, I realize that for many of you, that's absolutely ridiculous, and I understand that. But think of it like this. If you failed this example by 90%, I mean you only got 10% right, that would still be over $175,000 per year. And if you fail this example by 99%, I mean you only got 1% right. That's an extra $17,500 per year. Think of the impact that an extra $17,500 could have for your family this year. How about getting rid of the mortgage or car payments or a student loan maybe? How about a dream vacation? Folks, don't miss out on this next huge paradigm shift. It's important for you to understand that we are in the absolute beginning stage of something very special here, which leads us to a critical point for you. Timing and positioning is absolutely critical. Timing and positioning has played a major part in many successful people's lives, including the lives of many millionaires and even billionaires. Hopefully you recognize this is a huge play, as we are currently in our pre-launch phase, which is the timeline before we officially go live with our soft launch into 123 countries around the world in December of 2014. Yes, that's right, into 123 countries. And the best part is, you have the rare and unique opportunity to be one of the first members to join and secure your financial position in the BizBiz.Mobi corporate structure. I encourage you to get back with the person who invited you to this webinar presentation and find out how simple it is to lock down your position right now. Discover the lucrative compensation available through our dual team structure, the mega matching bonuses, the super center bonus, and our global revenue sharing bonus pools. We're talking about 7 generous ways to earn income, friends. It's simply the best available in the market today. And last, get your BizBiz.Mobi business off to a fast start by simply going to www.mobiappglobal.com. I want to show you how simple and how easy this is going to duplicate for you. As you can see there, you have a page where you send prospects. They go to a 4-minute overview video, probably like you just did. Now they're going to watch this live webinar or recorded webinar presentation like you're doing right now. Then they're going to enroll into the business just like you're doing right now by simply going through the steps. The system will follow up. It will email them. It will bring them back to see the presentation again and again and again. The marketing system is very powerful. Plug in and you're going to have amazing success, as we've got the greatest tools on the planet. Simply take advantage of and use all the free training system that's available to help you succeed. I want to thank you for taking time to watch this presentation, and we look forward to helping you take your business all around the world. Welcome to our amazing team of global entrepreneurs. BizBiz.Mobi. We're global, we're mobile, and we are absolutely going viral.